King in North Carolina, in Greensboro, I believe it is. How did you come to run into Sonny?
Yes, so Sonny was just really well known in the area. Used to be in a singing group, and my stepdad really liked his music and was into his work. And my stepdad actually reached out to Sonny, and we got together, and we just had like a connection from there. Like we just really both loved making music, and we just became a team like right away, and just got right to it.
Hey, it is great when you meet someone who is in the position to, to help you further your career, and you guys hit it off and can work well together. That is just super, because it works for both of you. It helps you develop and be more successful, and obviously, having a budding star under his wing is definitely going to help Sonny and his business too. So that was a fortuitous connection there. So you've been in the States how long now?
Yes, since 2015, so about 5 years now.
About 5 years out. So you're a homie now. You're one of us. Do you get to go back? Speaking of home, do you get to go back home occasionally?
Yes, I do like to visit. Right now with everything going on, I've just been at home in North Carolina right now. But if everything clears up a little bit, I plan on visiting family back home.
That's a subject that we have talked with all of our guests over the last year or so about. And how have you been able to handle? I know this came as a total surprise. And while you're really, even though you've been here 5 years, you're still probably getting a feel for the United States and our weird ways and everything. But how have you been able to handle the restrictions of this pandemic situation?
Yes, it really has been a quick change, like a big change in such a quick time. But I adjusted to it. I took this time to really work on stuff I always wanted to work on. I picked up a few new hobbies inside, and I really took the time to work on my music even more. So it's bad, but at the same time, it gave me less distractions. I'm in the house, and I'm working on myself.
Sure, and we found that to be a recurring theme with the artists we've talked with. They've taken the time, or been able to take the time to explore their own writing and creativity, and some of them have come up with some remarkably creative ways to develop new material that they honestly felt they might not have explored were it not for having this time forced on them. It's been a double-edged sword. There's, like most things, there's good and bad to it. John Bon Jovial, you're sitting there awfully quiet. I know you want to get in the conversation here.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Kristina, first and foremost, welcome. We are so glad that you're here with us today. The song that we just played, Got Me Dreaming, that is such a beautiful song. Did you write that?
Thank you so much. No, Sonia wrote that song.
Well, it is absolutely gorgeous, and I love your vocals in it. The production that's gone into it. I mean, it's got a very seductive and sultry feel to it. And if this is an example of what you're doing to kick off your career, and I know that you've been here for 5 years and such, but if this is showing a maturation process of the music that you're developing, and if you continue forward with this, I can't see nothing but good things for you. It's just a great song.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Well, it sounds like a lot. That's the whole thing. We were just talking, I know that you could hear it on hold. We were just talking about the Super Bowl halftime show, and I got to tell you, and I mean this with all complete sincerity, I think, talent-wise, your vocals, you're running circles around that guy. I mean, you're just so much better.
Thank you.
A writer for the music blog Woke Chimp, rather. You can find it wokechimp.com. He said of your music that, let's see if I can find it, the spot I wanted to get to here. It says, by the time the track draws to a close, you'll find yourself humming along with the catchy hook and in need of hitting the repeat button for another listen. And he refers to a point where you implement a subtle little voice delay, which is really it's a hook in itself. So you built in some hooks to this. Was this the aim of the writer originally, or was this something that these little hooks that were subtle, were they something that you developed as the three of you were working on the song?
Yes, this was the aim. So, we're trying to add that background, from coming from Barbados and still being in the States. I tried to add a little bit of that island feel to it. So just certain stuff we did, little stuff that made a big difference to the song as we kept redoing it over and over, just so we have like the perfect song that we were looking for. So I'm glad that they noticed that.
Definitely, and it worked. You guys have worked well together to develop a very commercial but quality sound, as I often refer to it here. It's not difficult for a songwriter or a producer or even the performing artist to develop a commercial sound, but it is difficult to make a good sound, a quality piece of music that is commercial too, and without sacrificing one for the other. And I think you've done that here. You've got a great sound. It does have a commercial hook to it, and I could see a multitude of formats playing this. Now, this just came out the end of January, and I understand is available all over the place now. Tell the folks at home how they can find you and your music online.
Yes, this single is available on all platforms. There's YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, yes, all digital platforms. You can follow my Facebook page at Kristina Murrell. And then I have all my links in my bio. And also I have an album with like 8 songs coming out on Valentine's Day, all about love. It's called Pain and Passion. About love, how sometimes it's good, and then sometimes love can go the wrong way. So it's like half and half. So yeah, that's something I'm excited about, my first album coming out on Valentine's Day.
I don't blame you. And coming out on Valentine's Day, too. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that. What's the title of the album?
It's called Pain and Passion.
Pain and Passion. And just for you folks who are taking notes and going to be looking her up online after the show, Kristina with a K. The last name is spelled Murrell, because I know when you're just listening to someone the first time, it'd be easy to misspell it. So we'd like to give you all the help we can and get it right there. Murrell, Kristina Murrell. And what's in store, other than we know we've got another track of yours we're going to play here in a few minutes, what's in store for Kristina now as we work, hopefully, to get out of this pandemic situation and move back to a hopefully more normal lifestyle? What do you got planned?
Right now it's even more music. I'm never stopping. I'm always
That's
at
a
work.
good thing.
Always at work.
That's a good thing. Are you looking into, well, let me ask you this, as I've asked a lot of the artists do during this lockdown where you can't do a lot of live shows. Are you looking into doing perhaps any live stream?
Yes, we talked about it. Yes, we have at one point thinking about having a little live something streamed on Facebook Live. Get to interact and kind of put a face with people who might not know me, put a face to the music, and connect with our. Yes.
Absolutely. And be sure and let us know when you do that. Now, I have, among other things, I have a page on Facebook, The David Bowers Awards. It's a groups page. And that page, you can go and post yourself, your own events, releases, news to your fans, whatever you want relating to you and your career, your music. And that's for you. That's why the page is there, for the artists to post their news and information, and then we'll pick it up from there and send it to our other posting sites and social media pages. So feel free to get on that Facebook page, post up your Valentine's album and when it's going to be available, obviously Valentine's Day, but you get the idea. Feel free to use that. Before we let you go now, tell us in 3 minutes or less, tell us about this next track we're going to play, Make Yourself Free.
Yes, so Make Yourself Free. So as you said, I told you the album was Pain and Passion. So instead of doing one song for my first single, I wanted to give you guys like an idea of how the album would be. So for the video, the actual video, we start off the song with dreaming. You know, when you're in love, you feel like you're in a fairy tale. But then it has a plot twist at the end of the video when I find out that the guy I'm in love with is like doing stuff behind my back. And it just shows that kind of anger. So it's like a sample of how the album will be, half good, half bad.
Fantastic. Yeah. Definitely looking forward to the album after having heard both of these cuts. And I thank you so much for coming and spending time with us here today, talking about yourself, introducing yourself. And I think you got the right idea. Yeah, do what you can to get people to know who you are, because the more people you get following you, the more successful you're going to be. It sounds overly simple, but that's the basic equation. And I think you've got a good handle on it. You've got a great talent. Look forward to hearing more from you. Please do come back and see us again, okay?
I definitely will. Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. Keep in touch because we want to hear how everything's going for you, ladies and gentlemen. Kristina Murrell, and here she is with Make Yourself Free.
That I'm better by myself. Save this love for someone else.